Welcome. I am Reverend Keith, and this is our Soul Center meditation service. Whether you are seasoned and you've been meditating for years, and you can drop in in a moment's notice, or whether you're relatively new, welcome, and it will be a wonderful experience. All meditation in all of its various forms from around the world shares one common expression, and that is communion with Spirit. Even when we are unconsciously meditating, sometimes people say, oh, I can't meditate, I have such a hard time with the chatter and this and that, and it's like, but if you really think about it, sometimes when you're in the zone, you're on a walk, maybe lost in nature, you're jogging, you're in some sort of activity that may be repetitious or something, you go into a meditation when your mind isn't thinking, thoughts aren't constantly flowing. So the idea in most meditation, well, in all meditation, is communion with Spirit, but then there's a subtle difference between different meditations. Some meditations are meditations of visioning or inquiry, where we ask questions, or we're seeking providential guidance, the truth. So that is an evocation of asking a question and observing an answer, not trying to seek it or find it, and just observing. There are meditations of mantra, where you're picking a frequency of the divine and you repeat it over and over. Some sacred mantras have been around for thousands of years that people utilize in various traditions, and there might be a mantra that you choose of your own that is just love, love, or I am love, I am love. When we chant during services, we usually are repeating a sacred tone or a sacred vibration. Those sacred tones and those sacred vibrations begin to create resonance within our beingness. There are meditations of movement, where I'm trying to integrate that energy into my bones and cells and tissues. Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, all these various types. And there are meditations of just pure stillness, where you let go and you don't think of anything, you don't do anything, you don't ask anything. You just marinate in the divine. So we're going to do a little bit of both in terms of centering. Centering is the beginning of the meditation, where we let go of the temporal. We let go of distraction. And once we center, then we can move into the stillness and just relax. The good news, the side effects of meditation are wellness, joy, peace, clarity. There are no negative side effects, only really benevolent, good expansions in our beingness. Science has proved it, that the more people meditate, the more they relax. The more they relax, the more homeostasis grows in their beingness. So for those of you who might be new at this, if you doze off, that's okay. If you hear every word I say while we're centering, great. If you don't hear a word I say, that's fine. The key is we honor the intention of the meditation, and then we honor the intention we bring to the meditation. So if there's something that you would like to experience or expand in a divine heavenly way, we'll set that intention. It may be that I am choosing to expand wellness or prosperity or sacred holy relationships, whatever that may be, or maybe just clarity or peace. No efforting in meditation, just relaxing, and that's what we're going to do right now. The rest will be self-explanatory, and with that being said, I welcome all of those of you streaming in. If you are joining in right now, this is our meditation service. Our regular service begins in about 25 minutes at 10:30 Pacific time, where our music and our message. If you're joining in live now, go ahead and get a seat, close a door, dim the lights, get comfortable. We're going to go into the dream time or into the stillness. And for any reason you decide to do this as an open-eyed meditation, you're welcome to do so. If you do it as an open-eyed meditation, you might want to find one singular spot to keep your eyes on. And if your eyes wander, your mind will wander. Otherwise, I'd say probably about 90 to 98% will be closing their eyes. And so I will let you do whatever feels right and good to you. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and begin. And as always, I like to begin by first giving ourselves permission to relax, just saying to ourselves and our minds, I give myself permission to relax. As we invite, as we evoke, and as we allow the divine energies of peace and love, wellness and goodness to wash over us and to rise up from within us, knowing that we have no place to go, we have nothing to do. Our intention is to commune in the highest states of relaxation, realization, revelation, and peace. I invite you to bring your awareness to your crown at the top of your head. And imagine your crown is like the dome of an observatory open to gaze at the cosmos. And imagine for a moment that you are breathing through the top of your head without changing anything. Imagine your inhalation is coming in through your crown and making its way into your lungs and your heart. And as you exhale, you can feel it evaporating and rising up. Acknowledging your breath exactly as it is, without changing it, but simply intending that it become fuller and fresher, deeper and wider. For the moment, I'm going to invite you to imagine that your exhalation is the vehicle of release, of letting go, of transmutation. And that the inhalation is the vehicle of divine, loving expansion. We take a moment and we prepare to move deep into the stillness, into the light, into the peace and love of our true nature. And so I invite you to join me as we deliberately choose to let go of any concerns or tension. If you carry any tension in your body, maybe in the lower back or hips or shoulders, imagine on your next exhalation that it is releasing and evaporating like a plume of steam. And on the inhalation, a soft sense of vitality is rejuvenating your body temple, your emotional body. On the next exhalation, I invite you to imagine that you are letting go of any to-dos, or what was. On the next exhalation, I invite you to imagine that you are letting go of efforting and trying, allowing it to rise up and release, evaporate, as the inhalation continues to draw in light, as luminosity and weightlessness. On the next exhalation, I invite you to imagine that you are letting go of figuring, analyzing, inhaling, drawing in a clarity that requires no words. And on the next exhalation, I'm going to invite you to imagine you are letting go of time. Exhaling, letting go of the past. Inhaling, drawing in the eternal. Exhaling, letting go of the future. Inhaling, drawing in the eternal. Exhaling, letting go of the present and any distractions. Inhaling, drawing in the eternal and the infinite benevolent light of God. You'll begin to notice that your breath is slowly and gently shifting as the exhalation joins the inhalation, fanning the internal, eternal light. You can feel your heart expanding. You can feel your body softening and strengthening. And we allow our emotions to return to their neutral, natural state of divine strength, compassion, and understanding. And we begin to feel our mind radiant with waves of clarity, optimism, and faith. Your entire energy body going deeper into relaxation, rising higher into the energy of pure light, the energy of the soul, the energy of the bliss body, your true essence, our eternal essence. I invite you to become aware of your inhalation, your exhalation. As you inhale, waves of light expand the heart. As you exhale, it fans the flame of the soul, of desire. We take a moment and we allow ourselves to rest, to relax, and to feel waves of rejuvenation revelation, peace, and holy love in every area and every dimension, from our toes to our fingers, from our hips to our head. And it is here that we allow ourselves to rest, relax, rejuvenate in the stillness. And should your mind wander at any time, just bring it back to your breathing and observe the luminosity of ever-expanding peace. Going even deeper, rising even higher. So I invite you to bring your awareness back to your breathing without changing it. Just intending and allowing yourself to feel an expansion. I invite you to imagine the top of your energy field, somewhere about 3 or 4 feet, a meter above your crown. There's a beautiful electromagnetic field of energy around you, a bubble of light. And at the top, at the North Pole, the energy of your soul that only knows good, that only knows eternality, that only knows pure joy, that it knows the wisdom, for it is that part of our beingness that only and always knows the wholeness and the allness of God Almighty, what it means to be born in the image and likeness of God. We take a moment as we open to that divine spark of light, and on your next inhalation, I'm going to invite you to imagine you are inhaling the energy from your soul through your crown into your heart. Exhaling, you'll feel the energy return to your soul. On the next inhalation, I'm going to invite you to imagine you're inhaling that energy from your soul down into your hips, the base of your spine. Exhaling, feeling it rising up and returning. I invite you now to bring your awareness to the South Pole of your energy field. And down at the South Pole, the energy of our Earth star, or grounding heaven on earth, uniquely as you. That's the part of our anatomy that is associated with the connection of the material world, of all life and all beings. On your next inhalation, imagine your breath coming down all the way to the South Pole of your energy field. We call this the holy breath. We take a moment in deep gratitude, knowing that just by relaxing, just by being still, we understand the meaning of, in God, all things are made new. Wellness is made new. Prosperity is made new. Clarity is made new. I return to the beginning. We remember that in the beginning is the Word, and the Word is with God, and the Word is made flesh. I'm grateful to know that the word we speak is an energy of the eternal. And this one power, this one presence that is back of all life, it indwells within us, as us. We acknowledge in a humble, holy way our divinity beyond our personality, name, age, race, gender, beyond labels, titles, degrees. There's a holy spark of light associated with the soul, the gut, the heart. We take a moment and we allow ourselves to be in deep reverence, knowing that something wonderful has taken place. We allow this relaxation, this rejuvenation, this revelation to continue to grow and glow, lifting us from glory to greater glory, good to greater good. And it is from a place of deep and abiding faith, optimism, and thanksgiving that we simply allow it all to be good and even better by saying, And so it is. Amen. And if you haven't already, whenever you feel ready, if you'd like to open your eyes, coming back into a lucid state of divine awareness, I want to welcome you back. Sometimes when people meditate, they feel a little light. That's a good thing. When your energy body expands and gets softer, you can feel a little lighter. If you feel a little dizzy, you might want to just take opposite hand to opposite knee. It's a way to recalibrate and balance your masculine and feminine energies. And welcome back for those of you who are streaming in live. Welcome. We just completed our meditation service. We're going to go into our music and message in just about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to stop the live feed. We're going to reboot it, and we will be back in just a few. For those of you here, you're welcome to, as we open the door, stretch, use the restroom, and we will be beginning in just a few minutes.